I know it's silly to say it's a big game, but being able to quote-unquote steal games on the road, huge at this point in the year, right?
That's just a good opportunity. We're going to play a team that's very talented and a team we play all the time, so we're very familiar with Florida State. They're very familiar with us. They have some great guards. Wings are exceptional. It'll be difficult matchups for us. We're going to have to find a way to bring our defense, and hopefully we'll continue to shoot well.
What did you do so well defensively the other night?
I don't know. I think we were very aggressive. I thought our activity level was really high. Had a lot of deflections. Shooter defense in the first half was really good, and then we took some of those misses and got into transition and scored, and so that's helpful as well.
Both of you guys, since the last time you played, y'all have both gone in different directions. You guys are obviously playing as well as anybody, and they've struggled. They're 3-5 coming in conference play.
Well, they're still a very talented team. They know how to win. Those guys have been a part of a lot of good teams there. They have a couple younger players that they were trying to mix into their rotation, and those guys are growing every day. They're better players now than they were when we first played them. They've been through a bunch of ACC games now, as opposed to that being their first ACC game. It takes time. We showed that as well as anybody, and Florida State is more than capable of beating anybody in this league, and Leonard and his staff do a great job.
Do you believe in the notion that it's difficult to sweep a team or beat a team twice in a short period of time?
No, not necessarily. I think it's, you just got to play well. I think it's, certainly if you've beaten somebody, you can do it. But at the same time, beating somebody one time in this league's, you're supposed to win your home games. And that's all we did when we played Florida State was, we won a game that we needed to win. And that was a really important game for us at the time. We were trying to build momentum, and we had a very good offensive game that game.
You don't face one of those crazy turnarounds until the end of this 3-game road trip, but how will you handle the next 3 games and the way you practice your guys and go about being on the road?
We didn't do much yesterday. We watched some film on both us and a little bit of Florida State, and then we took some things to the court for about 35, 45 minutes for the guys that played a lot, and worked on a couple things just for preparation for the game. Make sure we're getting shots up, doing the things we need to do to be prepared. But I think you also have to manage it. You have to really manage being fresh. These games are grueling. They're very physical, and it takes a lot out of your players that play, 32 to 35 minutes. And so we've got several guys who are doing that, so we got to be very careful with that.
As you compare your offense this year to last year or even previous years, would you say that it's more efficient as compared to being
We're
faster?
just so much better shooting now than we were that, it changes everything. You can run good offense, get an open shot. If you don't make it, it can become frustrating sometimes as the longer it goes. And when that happened to us, we were a 30% three-point shooting team last year, and it's hard to win that way. You do good things and you don't get anything to show for it. It becomes frustrating. It becomes tough. You got to consistently win with your defense. You got to win with rebounding. And that becomes difficult against talented teams. Teams are eventually going to score some, and you got to be able to match that. And there were certain games where we could, and we were very good, and there were other games where we'd lose by a couple points when we just couldn't make enough shots. There's a big difference in making 2 more threes a game. You make 4 threes a game versus 6. 6 points, if it's 3, that's 9. That's 9 points is huge in college basketball. So we're certainly more skilled. We have more guys that are shooting better. It's not just the influx of new players, Avery Holmes. It's the guys on the team are better shooters. Jerron has improved his 3-point shooting a great deal over the last 2 years, and that's not only helped his direct scoring, but it's also opened things up for other guys.
You're up 7 percentage points from 3. Other than just extra shots in the gym?
Just more guys that are better shooters. Some of it's recruiting guys that can shoot the ball better, and then it's getting the guys you have better, and then it's making it a priority, and that was something that we talked about all spring. I put the numbers up there that, and I can't remember exactly what the averages are. We shot 30%. The NCAA average was 34%. NCAA tournament teams was like 37%. And our guys, that was a message for us. This team to be good, we knew that we have to shoot the ball well. We're not as physically strong as some teams. And so we're going to rely on some skill and some shooting. And, as a result, we've worked a lot on it. We've spent time all spring, all summer, all fall. Guys are in the gym on their own. And it makes a difference. Not that we didn't do a lot of that in the past, we did, but when you have guys that are just better at it, they seem to embrace it even more.